have that special game that got us into gaming. We all have that favorite console, and we all have those moments that just we wish can last forever. And this is a story time why GTA 5 is just a really special game to me. This game, for the younger people who don't know about it, well, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it right now. This game came out September 17th of 2013 on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 at the end of its life cycle. And my first rated M game was Red Dead Redemption. That was my first ever Rockstar game. I don't have it in my hand right now, but if I had it right now, I would show it, but I'm not going to pause the video and resume. But anyway, my first GTA was Episodes from Liberty City, and I played that in 2012, and that was my second Rockstar game I've ever played. But it got taken away for being too violent. 2013 is when my mom was allowing me to get more rated M games, and she was okay with it. So yeah, I got GTA 4 episodes from Liberty City taken away at a young age in 2012 because she didn't like how violent it was. I love my mother, I'm not gonna complain, but what makes GTA 5 so special for me is because this game, I didn't know it even existed until August. Like, I'm being dead serious. Dead serious. No, didn't know it existed until August, and I saw no screenshots of the game. I didn't even watch any trailers when this game was coming out, or even when it was first announced in 2011. I didn't even know this game existed. So, like, I didn't check up for news or anything. I was mostly wondering if they were going to make another Red Dead at the time. And so this game, like, so it arrives, GTA 5 comes out, and I know nothing about it. I don't know where it's set in. I don't know where its timeline it's in. I don't even know who's the protagonist is. I don't even know anything about GTA Online. I don't even see the trailer until like very late September after the game releases, and I just know everyone at school who I thought was my friend. Turns out they were never my friends, but that's not important. But this game, when it was coming out, like, when you know nothing about it, check out, you're basically gonna be very surprised. And on September 17th, I didn't even pre-order this game, and this was an age where most people still bought physical copies for games, I think, or at least people I knew in my country, and I could never been able to download this game due to my limited Wi-Fi, which was 2013 was when I first discovered I had limited Wi-Fi. So yeah, crazy. But September 17th, I asked my mom to go pick it up for me. I'm wondering if she'll give the game a chance and let me play it since I'm 13 and I'm like not a kid anymore. I'm still a kid, but I'm entering my teenage age. So, surprisingly, I wait for my mom to get home from her job, and I remember she played a prank on me saying, "Oh my god, I forgot." And then a few minutes later, I was like, "Damn, I'm not gonna play GTA 5." But this is my original September 17th copy. I still haven't sold this, and I probably never will. So he gives it to me, and I boot it up, and I was amazed with the 3 character system. And like, I remember I was like, whoa, this is new. And like switching between characters. Like I kind of knew GTA was always a one protagonist thing, but to me this was a really revolutionary game for me to experience. And like when I first played games, like on PS3 when I first got PlayStation 3, I mostly played sports games mostly. And Red Dead Redemption, as I said, was my first rated M game. And the only other game I bought in 2013 was Dead Island Riptide and The Walking Dead Season 2. But GTA 5 is really what got me into gaming. Like the action, the well detailed of Los Angeles, and just how epic the story is. And GTA 5 is really inspired my taste for like the music, like Los Santos classic rock radio, and it's pretty much plays a tribute. Contribute of why I love so much old music. And GTA 5, like I was just blown away by the action, the car customization, the missions, the heists. I remember I did the what was it, the jewelry store heist, and the adrenaline, like it was real life, but thankfully I don't condone that stuff in real life. But I remember doing the jewelry store heist, like my hands were sweating, like I was a little nervous, I got chills, like because I had GTA 4 episodes from Rary City taken away. Like I never completed a GTA game until 2013, and I remember like just in like the chills of playing this like back on the PS3. And this is a game that was pushed to its limits on the 7 gen, and the rest is history. And looking back at this game, like it's just I'm not done. I'm not done, but the story was just like I really enjoyed Michael as a character. He's my favorite character out of the entire um, main story, and I really like the detail for the characters. Like the actors that play the protagonists did a good job. Ned Luke, Sean Frontino, Stephen Ogg, especially Stephen Ogg, even though Trevor's not my favorite character because he kills, spoiler alert, Johnny from the Lost MC. Um, Overall, like it was just an incredible journey exploring a really good detail for PS3 and 360 versions of Los Angeles. And so GTA Online roams around, and we all know how GTA Online launched. For those that remember, like it crashed, it was broken, and a lot of us lost our characters. None of us knew how big GTA Online would be. But when GTA Online was about to come out, I was pretty excited. For people that I saw that were friends of me in real life, friends with me in real life, I was excited because I remember I heard them talk about how much fun memories they had on GTA 4 multiplayer. I didn't get to experience it that much when I rebought the game in 2013, but I mostly only played the multiplayer to the end of GTA 4's lifespan. And GTA Online comes out, and I was really impressed. Like an online game with stores to rob. Again, I don't condone the stuff in real life. Cars to customize, houses to own. Like I was pretty much blown away by the trailer of GTA Online, and I'm like, holy crap! With apartments and garages, we might be able to throw parties and stuff, and do a lot of things. And it was. I also made a death match with the content creator when the update came out in 2013 December. And I've been through GTA Online since day one, and I first made a female character, December is when I made my male character, which is now my permanent character. And the death match I made, I really liked user-created content. That's what got me into user-created content, making maps and stuff. And that death match I made, I used to play it over and over again to make money and level up. I used to do a lot of PvP. Also, I was impressed with GTA Online was it's having characters from the story and characters that don't even appear when GTA Online was just a prequel at the time. And this game, when it came to its online, um, it was simple times, and I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Simple times, like when GTA Online was just getting started, it was a normal game about being a criminal, doing missions, and we were all hyped for the heist when we saw they were coming out, which it took until 2015. It took 2 years almost to get the heist out. But this game, I was impressed with, and leveling up my characters and customizing stuff, and making death matches, races, like, it was just incredible. I got this game taken away in December because my mom would usually ground us by taking something that's new from us away for games or the console. But I got this game taken away and didn't get it back until March. So yeah, I missed out on this first ever snow update. Another thing that I really liked was having a crew. Like, I was impressed. It inspired me to build my own crew in GTA Online, which at the time I was really into bikers, which I still am, but I wish I could change the crew name, because when I started GTA Online, I had a backstory for my character that an orphan and his biological mother died, and Johnny from the Lost MC took me in and raised me to be a biker. That was my character's backstory that I made. And I made a crew called the Lost MC, but it's MCCC because you couldn't use it. And I wanted to like roleplay as someone, a survivor that found out Johnny was killed and the Lost MC members. And I said, "You will be avenged." And yeah, in the PS3 days, when everyone got the stimulus package, when we all lost our characters, I spent it on an apartment and a few cars, but I never had any supercars during my PS3 adventures. And during the PS3 adventures, when my Wi-Fi was really limited, I mean like only 100 gigs, and my brothers also had this game on their PS3s, and we would rob stores in the game, we would customize cars, we would, like, we didn't roleplay, like, voice acting, but I kind of roleplayed as my character, but not knowing what role-playing is. But yeah, this game is what inspired me for role-playing, like acting and stuff. So GTA Online is growing. We got updates like the business update. In 2014, we got the Independence Day, which there was another deathmatch called, I forget what it's called. It was called Fight Club Heaven, and I used to play that another user-created deathmatch a lot, and it was in the sky. There was barricades, like cover systems to take over, like, and it was mostly a deathmatch for increasing your strength, but I really loved trying out to create my own content as well, as I said, and trying out others. I didn't do many missions, but I really enjoyed doing the missions that I did at the time, like throughout 2014. and 13. And I lost my characters a couple of times, so that wasn't fun, but majority of us did, since GTA Online crashed, and so a lot of people were very excited. So, the PlayStation 4 version's announced, and that is when my first year on YouTube, and back then I only recorded with an iPad, and GTA 5 is really what got me into gaming. I'm being dead serious. Like, most people got their games like San Andreas, Vice City, Call of Duty, Black Ops 1, 2, or Mass Effect, or could be other games like Halo. But this game is really what got me into gaming, and I'm not done yet. And I remember when they announced the PlayStation 4 version, how excited I was. I made a video celebrating and all that. And I also did my first ever YouTube video on this game. It was about how to get into Franklin's old house. Like, this game was my first YouTube video I did on. So, without this game, I probably wouldn't be here right now doing this as a hobby. And so the PlayStation 4 version is about to come out, and back in 2013, I was trying to make friends on PlayStation 3, because most of the time the people that I sought were friends in real life. Like, this is real life I'm talking about. I used to have someone I sought who was a best friend who brought Red Dead Redemption, which was my first rated M game, which I'll tell in another story. Anyway, so back in 2013, I met my friend. Well, I didn't actually start talking to him a lot after, but in 2013, I added a random guy who joined my deathmatch, and this guy is now one of my best friends, if not my best friend on PlayStation and online. And so 2014 is roaming around. Well, it is 2014, and the PlayStation 4 version is about to come out. And this is one full year of GTA Online, this is year 2 of GTA Online. And I joined my friend's party, and we start getting to know each other, and this is like October roaming around. I stopped playing GTA 5 on PlayStation 3 at that time, and I met his friend Paulie124 and another person called I don't want to announce his PlayStation name. I'm just gonna say Shanker. And this is where I might get emotional, but these guys, these these people have been my best friends online for 10 years, going this October or November. 10 years. And I met them on this version, the 8-gen version, and I remember being excited for this. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna be able to transfer our data and maybe our story, and it's gonna be remastered. And I was impressed. This was my first game ever playing of a remastered version of a game, and we were all impressed. Seeing the grass, the details, this added the first person mode, and plus GTA 5 was the first open world game where I experienced first person mode. And this is when I really was getting into it, like playing with the first person mode, the new features they added, replaying the story. And I remember this game, I said this game is just going to keep getting better and better, and we're going to get a story DLC, which that never happened. We never got single player DLC. And more updates came out for this game, like when they were doing cross-generation updates between 7th gen and 8th gen in GTA 5, and so 2015 roams around, and the heist updates. I didn't do the heist with my best friends because I saw the people in real life were gonna do them with me, but I'm really glad I got my. If you guys are watching this, Cool J, Shanker, and Polly, you guys are my best friends. I'm really glad you guys are in my life, because if I would have not spent time with you guys, I'd probably have no friends in real life. I mean, like no friends in general. And like I was really impressed. Like 2015 is when 2014 is when I first got to experience the snow update and all the updates that came out. Made more death matches, content creators, played a little with my brothers. 2015 is when my buddy Leonardo came up with, I should say Cool J, he came up with the idea to make a GTA movie. And this game and what he did on that day is what really inspired me to make a show. Like, there was times I tried to make a GTA Online show back in I forget, was it 15 or 16? I don't exactly remember. Did PlayStation Communities come out in 16? I'm not sure, but was it 15? Yeah, it was 15. PlayStation Communities came out. And when he said let's make a movie, that was the first time I was inspired to do acting. Like actual acting, or should I say voiceover work. And I tried to make shows on GTA Online, didn't work out because people would fight and cause trouble and not show up. And GTA Online, for that time, is what made me start liking more ideas to write scripts, storylines, dialogue, and all that. And it's what made me eventually come up with like Old West Hill, which Old West Hill never worked out. But anyway, I met a lot of people playing this game throughout the years, through ups and downs, whether if I had money in GTA Online or not. But I played through this game a lot on PS4. It's my most played PlayStation 4 game, and it's my favorite action open world game, role playing game. And throughout the years, there was times I would stop playing due to how grindy it was getting, but I would always come back to it and just keep playing it with my friends and my best friends. There was also a time I wanted to make a Friday the 13th and horror movies back in, was it 16 or 17? I can't remember, but I was originally making a 3-part horror movies of Jason, then Freddy, then Michael Myers. Unfortunately, those never happened, and which really sucks, but what can you do? But anyway, so I continue to play through this game. As GTA Online grows, it gets futuristic, which I wasn't happy, and added a heist called the Doomsday Heist, which I never touched to this day. But I still always loved playing this game because you can do things you can't do in real life. You can take your anger out on Pixelated. And I remember coming home from school, especially during high school years, when all the people I thought were friends with me ditched me. And like, that's another thing. This is where I'm going to get a bit personal. I never have had a true friend in the real world. I always thought I did, but when high school hit, I was so stressed from school, bullying. I was bullied in school, and I always had Cool J, Shanker, and Polly to go see from school and like come home online, I mean, and have them to talk to and have a good time. Like, they were always there for me. And these people have been with me for 10 years pretty soon. The longest friendship I've had with anyone. And I mean anyone. I might get emotional here, but it's true. When you live the life I've had, never had a true friend, never was really close with your brothers, and other things, like, you appreciate the memories and time you have with these people. It's very special for me to meet people on this game, stick with a group of people from a different country, miles away, and stay together and grow, learn about each other, and see their faces and like watch them grow and change. This game is very special to me. Like, I've put the most hours into an online in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the most hours I've put into a single player portion of a game. And so let's keep going throughout the years. And I've done a lot of heists, helped my friends get money, like, and asked nothing in return, doing Pacific Standard for those who remember those days. And PS4 GTA is when I really was starting to get supercars until money started becoming very hard to get. And that's when I was able to get properties like The Office, and also when the Biker Clubhouse came out, and where you can buy, you know what, labs, Matt Labs, Drug Labs, and what's that other property called? The cart one, the first ever cart one, and the warehouse, gun running. Like, that's when I was really starting to make money on GTA Online. And it's just been a wild ride. As much as we're tired of GTA 5, this game is nostalgic. Like, it's very important to me. I've made a lot of friends online, which I eventually, years later, would do a bunch of spring cleaning for my friends list and have it only at limited amount of friends, because I'm at the age where I shouldn't have so many friends on my friends list that I barely talk to. And this game also is what made me inspired me to do holiday films on games. Not just this game, other like holiday short music videos or other things. And like, I do holiday stuff every year on games, and sometimes this game. Because of this game, I think my first holiday video was Christmas 2021 or yeah, something like that. And like, it's been a wild ride. Like I said, this game started my YouTube channel, so I wouldn't trade any of that for the friends I made, especially my best friends. And here we are. I remember saying in 2020, I got a feeling Rockstar will release this game again. And I was right. It came out for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I transferred my character, replayed the story, and I was very excited for this because even though there was going to be nothing in the story, I was really excited to play the story again. And this game, I've grown up with this game. Like, I look at this game as the beginning of my teenage years, and I played through this game through my entire teenage age, through 3 console generations, and like 3 console generations. I never thought this would have been possible with this game. None of us did. And what else? Like about my teen years, and to the beginning of my adult life, and I put so many hours into this game, so many, doing activities, heists, missions, content creator, role playing, trying to make movies, uh, meeting my best friends, and so much. Even though I don't play this game as much as I used to anymore, it's a special game to me. Like, as much as I loved Red Dead Redemption, it was my first rated M game. Red Dead Redemption doesn't have, like, I sure had good memories on Red Dead Redemption when I was really not into gaming, but this game, when you know nothing about it in 2013, nothing, no trailers, no screenshots, no looking up news, no reading the Rockstar Newswire. And that's another thing. I would always check. Rockstar Social Club is the first social media, even though it's not a big social media. It was the first social media thing I ever was exposed to, and would always check, comment. I would also email ideas to Rockstar back then when that was still a thing. Go on Rockstar support, type ideas for Red Dead Redemption 2 that I had. This game is really what got me excited for Red Dead Redemption 2, because before it was even announced, I was like, Rockstar, what can they do next? Like, because this game blew me away. It's just an epic memory, even though there's stuff I don't agree with added in the game, and I don't like how some of the community is, and there are things that I think are way too expensive in the game. This game is a special game. It holds a special place in my heart. So, yeah, three generations of this game. My second GTA, and the rest is history. What game holds special place in your heart? I would love to see in the comments. This is Kirk, signing out.